persons are here. I tell you what, I'll just get rid of the ad break. Genesis are playing here next week. Steve Hackett, you're very welcome to the programme.
Hello.
Actually, wait a minute, I'm not even going to talk to you. I'm going to just play a song from the Young Offenders.
From the Genesis.
How do you feel about being called after a guy from Genesis? Does it make you feel good?
It's an honorary position to be in.
Beautiful thing.
Okay, great. Okay, so it's 20 minutes to 9 o'clock, and two of the Young Offenders are here with us now.
The best two.
I'm going to give the surnames here too, because Kieran McFeely and Steve Hackett, not the other Steve Hackett. It's the other Steve Hackett, right?
Steve
It's
Hackett.
the older Steve Hackett.
Which is not
And
really,
the other one.
it's
More
not a really
music.
Cork name, is it?
It's not. It certainly isn't.
No, it's definitely a British name somewhere along the way. Okay, I'm going to shut up these headphones. Hold on, there we go. Now, boys, what's up? The most important thing is you played the Borderline, and there were people queuing around the block.
Absolutely, lots of little glam queens and kind of transies and stuff wanting to see us. It's great.
And so does that mean that you've unearthed something that's happening in London but was only underground and you brought it up there, which is sort of a hello to New York Dolls and a bit of punk at the end of the
I think so, because when we first went over, there was just so many people freaking out. You go to a club and everyone's giving out about the whole post-Britpop kind of imitation scene going on. So I think there was loads of people who were always kind of in clubs going, we need a band like you, blah, 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 saying that kind of stuff, and now they're finally coming along. Which is great.
So hold on, what is post-Britpop then? In other words, post-Britpop is just people who are just eulogising the bands that were there between 93 and 95.
For us, it's just when we went over, it was like just people completely imitating the greats and kind of getting it wrong and just being really boring pub bands, really. And they're the people we were playing with at the bottom of the food chain and all that kind of stuff. So it was just like this really boring haze of kind of people all who sound like certain bands, whatever.
It's just this introspective sort of craze that
Look
was
at your
going on.
shoes.
So therefore I'm not allowed to mention things like Shampoo and Kaniki, no?
You are completely.
Oh, yeah,
We're the most
feel free.
labelable
Feel
band
free.
ever. I hate people who go,
Say
"You
what
can't
you will."
label us.
Okay,
Label
well,
us.
Okay, well I'll label you then. I mean like they tried it pretty sort of heavily in 94, 95. You don't hear an awful lot from them since.
Yeah, well, you got it.
So will we not hear the Young Offenders by
You'll
next Christmas?
hear
We've got
so
a
much
secret.
you're gonna. Yeah, we've got a secret. Nobody knows about it, but we've got something sorted in the pipeline.
Like what?
We've written some smashing songs and they're not released yet, and they're going to be rocking.
Oh, I see. As opposed to the other bands I've just mentioned, yeah.
I think actually some of them were great. It's just that they had this kind of novelty appeal straight off, and if you don't kind of go over it, you're going to die. But we've gone over it, man.
You've gone over it,
We've
man.
got some great rock in it.
Okay, well this single hasn't done you any harm at all, has it?
No, it's been.
It's done alright.
Except our sleep patterns are gone. Like.
Yeah.
And is that for the whole year? I mean, like you've been in London for 12 months now, easily.
Yeah.
So what's
That's
been
all we've
happening-
come up with so far. 2 minutes.
The first 6 months were just a complete waste of just hanging around and
Just going, we've got signed. We've
getting
got
lost in
signed, let's
nightclubs, disappearing for weekends and stuff. And then we just decided that maybe we should actually get it together and get down to it.
Honour the contract.
go. Absolutely, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Just out of manners more than anything else, really.
And how did you get signed? I mean, like bands always want to know how to do it. Did you just give a demo tape to somebody in the record?
Yeah, we didn't. It was actually someone else that we don't even know did it. We just kind of we used to bring this demo tape around to parties and kind of go, "Hey, we're in a band," and basically someone taped it and taped and taped it, and somehow we got a phone call going, "Have loads of beer, have loads of meal, and by the way, make lots of music."
Right.
Which is great.
So if the place was stuffed in the Borderline, I mean, did the gig go down well?
Oh, it was rocking.
It did.
Yeah, it was
It was
rocking.
rocking.
And then we even got a cover of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts in it.
I
at the
love
end.
rock and roll.
I
So you
love
see
put
the-
another dime on the jukebox.
And you
baby.
see the kids going mental, and I was very proud that they know, like.
Yeah, that's because they all still go, like that's the kind of stuff they still play at discos, like ABBA and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I don't know if they play at raves, but they certainly play at discos. So, okay, so the single is out. I mean, that's why we lose control. What's happening album-wise?
We've got this ridiculously pompous album ready in the pipeline. It's actually a soundtrack to a musical that'll never be made, kind of thing. And it's like we're just finishing mixing it, and it's sometime this summer. But it's gonna be not really. You got to think of it as like West Side Story soundtrack kind of thing.
Soundtrack to a musical that hasn't been made. That sounds like another Cork band who were with me some time back and they had an album out called Casual Sex in the Cineplex.
Does that sound like it?
That's what they told me. That it was the soundtrack to a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it.
They were doing it a few years ago, that's for sure.
Well, we're
so
always
what
second to the
about
bill.
what about on stage? Is it just the 4E on stage, or do you still have the two go-go dancers?
We got two go-go dancers going hell for leather, scantily clad.
Is that all part of it? Like, I mean,
It's part of the
you
rock
need
and roll
something to wake you
extravaganza,
up
yeah.
When you're playing in a little club outside York and it's lashing rain, you need something to kick in the whole
Need something to keep
spirit.
Need something to keep the hormones
Up.
bubbling.
Bubbling at least, yeah. So, what kind of people? I mean, like, are they permanent members? In terms
No,
of
they're
no.
just playing live. They'll interchange and stuff as they're doing stuff and we're doing stuff. So it's just anyone who's, dare I say it, able to sing and shake around.
Right.
is going to get the job.
Anybody who's got a great
So
butt.
send your applications in, and
Photos and videos.
we'll get the casting coach going.
That's very good. So the people in Cork who knew you before you went over to London, are they surprised at what you sound like now? In other words, did you have this sound that you've got now before you
I
left
think a
Cork?
lot of people are completely, who's that, like, it's a different band or whatever, and yeah, I mean, they've only heard the single and stuff, and so they haven't really, we've completely reworked all the old songs and stuff and put in lots of ridiculous, on the album we've got like Harry Krishna's singing and stuff, and everyone, all these characters singing, and kind of, all the songs are completely messed around with, and no respect for our own songs.
So I believe
really.
you were in the studio, the Harry Krishna's blessed the album.
That's right.
They were strangers.
Number one with a bullet then, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, total.
Unless I have a relationship, that will ruin everything.
That's right.
Right.
They get the.
Vendrick Power will be
That's right. Yeah.
soaked up.
So what about these old songs? Are they going to be there, yeah?
There's about, I reckon it's about half and half. A lot of the old ones, but then there's all the new ones as well. Woohoo.
And when you went into the studio, did you write in the studio at the same time, or did you have it all together?
No, we can't really do that kind of thing. It's just acoustic guitar writing. We just went in to make demos.
Right.
Actually, we were sent around to do demos all the time, and then one of them turned out, a bit swank.
All right, because the press release does say that the Young Offenders, wait a minute now, are the pop-tuned trip of T-Rex, the pose of Peter Parrott. Are you a fan of the only ones here?
Oh,
we
yes.
might be getting him. We were meant to play with him before Christmas, but he's going to come up on stage and do like
Best news
Probably
ever.
Another Girl, Another Planet, or something like that.
I was just going to say, when you were in Nappies, the signature tune for this very programme was Another Girl, Another Planet.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's incredible. There's a band here who actually, okay, you've heard the programme, you never knew that for about 10 years, the signature tune for this programme was Peter Parrott, no?
You were always done.
By the way, it also says the pose of Peter Parrott. You had the spring of the Buzzcocks, fine. The
Legends.
howl of the Zeppelin. Ow! All right. So
Woman!
hairy chest kind of stuff, is it? Yeah.
He's got one. He's got one.
He does have a hairy
Tom
chest.
Jones, not unusual.
Right, exactly. What about the strut of the Stones? Yeah, okay, I'll accept that. The chest of the Ig, in other words, none. Because I mean, he's pretty skinny these days. He always was.
He is our saviour. He is the man, and we will forever obey him.
We are forever. We
We
are.
will watch him anywhere.
We are forever in debt to the Sir Iggy Whaler of pop.
To what? Like, is that the Stooges or is that the Passenger?
Just
and Lust for
everything. I
Life?
read this biography, and you expect this kind of sad rock mogul going, "Oh yeah, you got these tasty riffs" or whatever in his whatever accent. But he was just such a normal person, kind of, but just doing stuff the way he saw it. I don't know.
You know, I'm getting a bit worried about this. You say you read his biography, and just before we started there, you said you read Mark Bolan's biography too. Are you sort of
I'm
getting
total
on-
biography boy. I
Really?
mean, I can't read anything else. It's just like all Judy Garland and stuff. That's when it all happened. When I read that when I was about 17 and just flipped out completely, going, these people are amazing, and just the way they do stuff and the way you hear about them failing for years and stuff. It's just then you go to the pub and you just kind of can't really concentrate on anyone's conversation. You're like sitting there going, oh my god.
But we're classic rock and roll groupies, like with all biographies and all records and star spotting in Oxford Street and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, seriously, on stage, like, is it 6 foot platforms and all that sort of stuff? Is that
No,
what
it's
you're
not
saying?
that side of glam. I mean, glam's got good stuff as well. It's not
Sugar.
like cabaret. It's just the way we see it. We went over to England and we were playing, and everyone was just this really kind of run down, sort of lethargic, looking at your feet kind of thing. So we just reacted to it by kind of glamming up, not to be like anyone from before, but just to get reactions the way we saw it, where we were there. You know, because we were playing like these kind of rugger hugger pubs when they just start screaming fag at you and all this kind of stuff. At least it gets a reaction, like, so it's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, but when you say glam and then you say cabaret in the same sentence, glam isn't necessarily. I mean, between about 1971 and 1973, there was amazing glam. It was some of the best rock and roll around.
That's what we're kind of saying, but we're kind of being labelled as the glam band, which is fine, whatever. But then people think of the Sweet at their worst, like, and
Yeah.
go, no. We're talking back to. And cabaret can be brilliant as well, judging by that Liza Minnelli film we saw. It's like excellent.
So you're going back to see the movies as well.
All the albums completely shrouded in kind of 1920s kind of. The opening song is like "Summer Over the Rainbow." It's just got flutes and it's called "When I'm a Star" and it's kind of all la-di-da, and it's all reprises and sort of MGM musical stuff.
The
So
album.
we
the
take
album
from every decade, we just knob it blind.
the album's actually like a film with all these, these characters coming in and out and stuff. And at the very end, the very last song, all the characters get together and sort of Muppet Show
Have a few
fashion.
beers and sing along chorus
Hold
like.
on a second. In other words, if we're going back to the past, are you talking here about a concept album?
Total
Certainly are double
cheesy
gatefold,
laid-
multicolour
Oh,
vinyl,
disgracefully,
pompous.
we'll never ever be able to show our faces again.
Double gatefold, and it's going to be like what do you call him? Man who used to do all those covers for Yes and all that. It's going to be one of those kind of things, like really weird covers on them and that.
What we just want to do, we want to get the kind of the old MGM thing, soft focus, pictures of us in black and white, soft focus and whatnot.
Sorry, I've just moved the microphone away to
Raining.
myself and the whole thing fell apart. Okay, so like, who else do you listen to? Like, do you listen to anybody from around now? Are you very much out there?
No.
Like, okay, all these guys that had the zip up to the neck, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're talking Charlatans, you're talking Oasis and Blur, actually. You're talking
Yeah.
loads of bands. That is something that you want to see dead.
Not really. They're fine themselves. It's this whole the fact that they've taken over the world and that you've got all these imitators. It's the imitators that kind of ruin it for you. And I'm sure if we weren't in a band, it wouldn't matter because you can only listen to the people who did it first. But we get to play gigs with all the guys. We met a guy from Wales who spoke like this. All right, man, it's rock and roll, isn't it? Like, I'm from Wales. And you're going, what? He was just a complete Oasis fan. So you get to hang out with these guys for a night, which is a pleasure. Like.
All right, well, listen, there is one song that you dedicate on stage to Gary Glitter. Stop That Girl. So is Gary cool? Is
Stop
he?
that boy. That was after his little
Stop
scandal.
That boy, even, yeah.
After his little scandal, we just felt kind of a bit.
Felt
bit sorry
compelled
for
to
him.
mention it.
Gary's not really cool, actually. No, Gary's named after a certain part of the body, which is.
All right, well, hold on. I just want to play this here for a second and see what you think of this song.
Complexion. Oh, now he's got everything I want. My girlfriend says he looks like a lady. But yeah, stop that boy. We don't like the crazy things he do. And he said, yeah, stop that boy. We don't like the crazy things he do. Oh, yeah, stop that boy. We don't like the silly things he do. And he said, yeah.
You know, it's only right that it should be falling apart. That
Absolutely, it's us all over, really, isn't it?
Okay, I'll tell you what that is there. This one, see what the date is. I even hid the box of that just in case you saw me. Oh God, I've hid it so much. Oh, there it is.
As if
Oh,
we'd be
right there.
disgraced by
Let's
our
just see when
past.
this was. This was a band in the past who are not the Young Offenders. They were called the V-Necks.
Fabulous that we ripped them off blind.
Tell me about the V-Necks. You were the V-Necks in Cork, right?
You certainly were.
When was this? We're talking exactly, do you know what? We're talking exactly 2 years this month. This demo took
Yeah?
the 25th of the 3rd, 96.
My word.
There you are.
Oh my God.
We're
What's the
middle-aged
one?
defenders.
Do you remember this demo, do you? And it's only
Fondly.
Tuesday. Stop
Absolutely,
That Boy,
yeah.
Racing Dogs, 1,000 Years, Electrica. Special Light is the one we played, obviously, 'cause that's the one we marked off there. The Kids Are Getting Rough. Are a lot of these going to turn up on the album?
Yeah, pretty much most of them, I think, except for one or two. But yeah, they're all kind of a bit different, like, but better, hopefully. But they're still there.
Still there.
What a great band.
What a great band.
What great
Okay.
blokes we are.
Okay, you're not fans of jazz, are you? No.
No,
No, we just,
no.
oh God, let's all.
Please, please.
No.
It's kind of the teenage sound of done on music.
All right. Well, the question I'm sure you've been asked and have to ask this: is all the best rock and roll made by aliens?
That was us being actually really intellectual and metaphorical, but yeah, it is.
So it's true, yeah.
It is.
Tell us about Arnis Grove. I mean, what happens there?
Anus Grave, Anus Groove.
Anus Grave. It's just a boring part of London, isn't it?
It's a ghost town.
tube stop. It's got a 24-hour off license, which is marvellous, but it's got absolutely nothing else except kind of strange old lady.
Hey, and do you know what the most exciting thing that happened to us all year was?
No.
We got a stalker, our very own stalker.
Yeah, it's a guy called Gareth. He
Phone
keeps
calls,
ringing up.
phone calls day and night,
And it's Ian
all
he
the
wants.
time.
It's Ian he wants.
What nationality
He means to have him.
is he? Irish?
No, no, he's
We're
an
not
English-
sure because he's a different accent every time.
No, well, when
he
he's-
breathes a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot of. Yeah.
He knows. I walked outside the house and this guy went, "Alright, Kieran, how's it going? I've never seen him before in my life." So he knows what we look like. He has our telephone number.
But it's very nice to feel wanted anyway.
Absolutely.
For the first time, yeah, at least he didn't
First time.
bottle
I mean,
us.
like, for God's sake, Madonna has a stalker, so the Young Offenders have to.
Might as well have one. Yeah.
We'll have to have two then.
Stars accessories.
You know the Carters, as in Carter USM
Uh-huh.
and Pet Shop Boys.
Oh.
They both had songs called The Young Offenders. No, you didn't know anything about that, do you?
I'm sure actually we got it off the Carter thing. Actually,
Did you?
I think
Were you
maybe.
a fan
yeah.
of Carter? The
That was
Unstoppable
no, that was
They were
well
good.
kind of
I wasn't.
above our But I didn't even know about them. All Ned's Atomic Dustbin and stuff. That was all
Yeah.
well kind of ahead of. I wasn't never part of anything going on then.
We're still there, heavy metal stage, that stage.
Yeah, we're
14-year-old
early Metallica.
pubescent
So
AC/DC
when you were
stage.
14-year-old in Cork, you were all going to school in Cork somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
same school.
Same school. Where's that?
It's Douglas Community.
Douglas Community in Cork. And when you were leaving school, what were the choices like? I mean, be fantastic architects or working sort of computer
Rock
jobs.
and
we
roll
were
on the
well
door,
bailed out at that stage. I mean, we were kind of, since we were in about second year, we decided we're the young, well, whatever, we were the V-Necks. And so by the time leaving came along, we were well bailed out of the whole thing. Kind of any excuse to get out of here.
Yeah.
Get to big London town and see the stars and be one of them.
Is London town, was that a real glam idea to go to London?
Completely. It was like the whole.
Glam, see the way I said glam, what I actually meant was glamorous. I didn't think of glam being glamorous, but anyway, go on. Yeah.
He was like glam, mate.
It was. Okay, let's tell you what, we're going to play another song now, which is another one that I have here.
Play something by Genesis, will you?
Okay.
Yeah, play stuff by Steve Zillerbrand.
This is called Ballad of the Young Offender. That sounded great. I mean, like that
Sounds like a new single that's out at the moment, actually.
It sounded very like the new single, except it wasn't. That was recorded here in Nighttime 2FM on the 16th of October 1996, just before you went away.
That was just the beginning of our turning point, I think.
Just explain all this. Like Ballad of the Young Offenders, that's why we lose control. And you call every second song this, is that it?
Yeah, because it's nothing to do with the meaning of the song. It's just we like the names, the certain sounds of certain songs. So we always we've got plans already. Like in the second album, I'm going to get this song in. And it hasn't been written yet, but I just love the title and stuff.
Okay, well, like we played the video 3 or 4 weeks in a row on 2TV on a Sunday morning, and it's all this like office thrashing stuff. Did you actually get to do that?
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't spend any special effects on us.
It was our drummer Brian. It was his idea originally.
Stemming from a progression,
because he does all that sort of stuff. He likes, he's went to directing and all that. So he decided that he brought forward the idea, smash up the offices, lose control.
Brought it to the conference.
Oh, he's getting very annoyed out there. He's not liking all these old songs. It's pathetic. Like, it's all, hey, don't play the back catalogue, man. We're much better.
Play it, play it all.
Absolutely. Good man yourself. Sorry, Brian, but we're playing it. Okay, we might even play more. Who knows? Okay, by the way, I will play the single now in a second or two after the news. Because,
Schmingle.
really? How does it sound live? I mean, you just thrash it away. It doesn't
We do it different every time because we're not really sure which one we want to do. Sometimes we just trash it out completely and actually try and recreate the video and smash Brian the drummer all over the place because it was his idea. And sometimes we do the glitter version, the kind of stadium stomp, the really glam one.
Yeah, that's on it as well.
Yeah, so it's just kind of different ways, really. Like Celine Dion, you know, every time we play the song is different because the audience brings different atmosphere.
Right, yeah, so you put Celine Dion, Judy Garland, great, and Gary Glitter. Alright, well listen folks, when is the album coming out?
Hopefully in the summer.
That long, yeah, so there'll be a single before that at least.
Oh yeah,
a few, yeah,
single by April or May anyway, at least.
How was TFI Friday?
Whirlwind.
Devastatingly mind-blowing.
And devastatingly kind of beer-gutting for the next 2 or 3 days afterwards.
Yeah, we kind of
Celebrations. Ambitions realised, don't you know?
Ambitions realised you played TFI. Why? When you were a little kid in school, you said, I want to play TFI Friday.
Completely. That's
Alright, well listen, look, I'm going to kick you out.
Fair enough.
It's coming towards the news, so I'm going to play the song after the news. And the very best of luck. Are you going to America and all that sort of stuff?
We want to go to New York to all the camp kind of transy scene and all that kind of stuff.
And really get a New York Dolls fame.
Oh,
get it right.
But we went to London for that reason and we got disappointed, so now we're going to go to New York, we'll be disappointed, so we're going to end up pretty much back here.
Right, hold on, I just realised something. I'm in a new studio now. I keep forgetting which one is the news. I'm going to take a bash at this here. So look, thank you very much indeed, Kieran, and thank you very much also Steve, right? And also to Brian and Ian outside as well. Cheers, thank you all. And I'm going to play the single after the news. So good luck with the Young Offenders.
Hey.
Pleasure, Sal.
Alright,
Thank
take
you.
it easy. Good luck, bye.
Cheers.
John, now Young Offenders were here with us and they're just on the way out more or less, so thanks very much indeed to Kieran and Steve from the band, and Brian and Ian were here as well. Now the point about it is that the album's coming out, as they say, they hope in the summer, and there's a song on this session they did for us in October 1996 which is called Once Upon a Time in the 80s, and the album is going to be called Once Upon a Time in the 90s, and another song on the session is called When I'm a Star, which is the opening track on the album, but that's not what I'm going to play you now. What I'm going to play you now is the song I haven't played on the programme tonight yet, and yet I sort of have really, because one of the other songs in the session is Ballad of the Young Offenders, but the single they have out, the single that's causing all the stir, is this one here. It's called That's Why We Lose Control. See if you notice any similarity with the last track I played.